Now it's time for some reckoning. Okay, so here I am. I am in Windermere. That's this location on this map here. And as you can see by the world map, I've explored quite a bit now. This region, which is called Dalentarth, I've completed all the zones. This region, the Plains of Arethel, I've completed all the zones. So next I'll be going down here to D-tier, I guess D-tier, and that is an awesome like red rock desert area. I'll show you a little bit. You've seen all my videos so far have been in this area. I'll show you a little bit of the Plains of Arethel, and then probably in my next video I'll show this desert area. But as far as lore stones go, if you look in your, well, for skills, detect hidden, if you go all the way to the top notch, lore stones and treasures are displayed on the mini-map. So I maxed out my detect hidden so my mini-maps would show where the lore stones are. So as you can see, in each of the zones I've been to, I've completed the lore stone. I've found all 5 there, all 5 there. And when you find all the lore stones in a zone, you get that bonus, a reward at the bottom, plus 3% gold drop. And that applies everywhere in the whole game, not just in that zone. So I've got all these bonuses going for me so far. Now these are the zones I haven't entered yet. And these are like some bigger ones that are 10 spring, but they're scattered all over the world. Same with summer, fall. And I have found no winter stones yet. Okay, on the main screen here, if you look on the right, you'll see that green circle. That's a... I was fighting, and it was like poison that got me, the things I was fighting. So what I'm going to do is I've got to go to a healer to have that removed. Okay, right now my inventory is full, so I don't even know why I'm looking for more equipment. Anyway, if you go to again status and effects, it'll show what's going on. Like I've got binder's lesions, that's what it is, and right now I'm at negative 15% armor because of it. But I also have Thirdon's blessing active and my envenomed edge, so that's one of the skills that I have. Actually, one of my abilities. Anyway, so what I want to do right now is get to a town where I can go to a healer to get rid of that. And I know there's one. I'm just going to go to the usual Canarok. That's where my home is. There are a few things I got to do in my house anyway. I'm going to go over here to the tavern.
What's needed now?
Wait, is there a healer here? Let me see. Oh, there might not be a healer here. Okay, let me go to... I know there's one here. If you look on the left, that tells you what's in the town. So no, there is no healer. Let me go to Gorehart. There's definitely a healer there. Okay, so I'm going to go in the tavern, find that healer. She's usually upstairs.
I need a drink.
I'm familiar with Gorehart. Okay, talk to her, and she offers healing. So you can either heal, which gets rid of any damage, but I'm all the way at 100% health right now. Sometimes you'll get a curse, and right now I've got a disease. So for 3,000, she'll cure the disease. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so I'm good to go now. So I'm going to go back to Canarok, because I need to go back to my house. Let's go here. Because I want to show you crafting. Now, if you look at my weapons, down here you'll see I'm using something called the Mune ice pick. What's cool in this game is when you craft something, you get to name it. So the first sword I made, I think I still have it. The Mune flame sword, it did 77 damage. Then I found enough parts to be able to make a new sword that does 107 damage. So instead of selling all these other swords that aren't quite as good, what I did, I kept them all because you can salvage the parts from those. And it's the parts that you use to craft new items. So let me get to the blacksmithing table here and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so go over here to the blacksmithing, the forge. So if you salvage, it's going to show everything that I do not have equipped, and I can just, I'll pick this sword here. It's a 78 rating on its damage, less than what I've got, so I'm going to salvage it for parts. So I hit A, and it tells me I'm going to get the sylvanite blade out of it and a crude hilt. Alright, so now I've got those two components, because when you go to craft a sword, you need a blade, a hilt, so a blade, a hilt, rivets, so you need all these different components, and you can either find them laying around in the world. Overturned carts are usually full of components, and I've got a skill. Let's see, one of my skills, I think it's a detect hidden. Yeah, see, one of the higher skills, traps can be disarmed and salvaged for components. So that's another way to get them. Or you can buy them. Some vendors sell components. So if I was going to craft a sword, I would pick the best blade that I have, and right now it's the sylvanite blade. It's got a 63 damage. So let's do that, and then you pick your hilt. So basically I go for damage. And then you get all these rivets, 5% critical hit, or you have extra health. I'm going to go for extra health for this one. Plus 19% damage. And then you have gems you can add. 12 piercing damage. Or 15% chance to steal 5 health per hit. Ooh, I like that one. So anyway, this would be a 98 sword. So if you compare it to what I'm using, a 107, not quite as good, but it's got some awesome abilities there. I like that steal health and the plus 80 health. But anyway, so that's how you build. So what I want to do is salvage all the sword parts, so I've got more to choose from when I'm building. I'm just going to go down. All these swords. Where's a sword? There's a sword. Okay, sword. Sword. Long sword. Plus, man, I've been saving these to do this, and should I get rid of my flame sword? Yeah. And it is taking up so much, what do you call it? Inventory space. Now I'm going to do the same thing for longbow, because that's my ranged weapon I used. So I've been keeping all these bows. Longbow. So anything with a longbow. Okay, so I think we've been through everything now. What I'm going to do is take a look at my weapons and get rid of anything I know I'm not going to use. Same with weapons. Cal, I got that from a quest, so I'm going to hang on to that. Now I know. Now, if you notice this this chest armor, it's got the same rating, 226, but this one allows me to socket 2 gems in it. That's why I went with that. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this sylvanite curious. I don't know how you say it. Okay, gauntlets, 56. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I was going to go with, I'm going to equip those because it's got an armor slot. Get rid of my old ones. The reason I'm keeping all these peasant things is because I've got a quest where I can turn in peasant items for money. Okay, so I just went through all that, and you can see I've got quite a bit of junk I need to sell. So let's see what we can craft now. I'm going to see about a longsword. Okay, the best still is the Silver Knight blade. 13 and 8 damage. I'm going to stick with that. Okay, for rivets, okay, health. Chance for critical hit. I'm going to stick with that, the plus 80 health. Fire damage, plus 19% damage. I like that. And then 12 piercing damage. I'm actually going to go with that this time. So look at that, a 121. Compare that to my Mune ice pick, which is a 107. And I'm going to confirm I craft this thing. So now, using my keyboard, I'm going to name this the Moon Stick. Moon Blade. That'd be more of a... The Moon Blade. Moon Stick would be more of a staff weapon. Okay, so I'm going to switch to the Moon Blade, do more damage. It's got the cool fire effect on it. So I might as well, I'm going to salvage the, my old Moon Blade, my old Moon ice pick. Salvage it. Oh, I got a better blade out of it. Okay. Now I'm going to go find a vendor right here. I'm going to sell all my junk.
But you've saved
Okay, that frees up
Billis and widows spare
that
you.
inventory space. Now I'm going to go to him because I haven't... Oops. Talked to the guy. There we go. I haven't had my stuff repaired in a long time. So everything's repaired.
Man to get this village rebuilt. Keep safe.
Okay. So we should be looking pretty good now. I've got weapons down. Okay, so I'm carrying some, if you notice, some purple and some yellow items. Those are unique and set pieces. Well, the collector in me keeps all those. So I'm going to go back to my house, go to my big stash, which is right here. And I'm going to put Stormblade and these greaves, the things I'm not using, but that I want to keep. I've also got some books here that I want to store away. Okay, store that. I thought I had some books. See, I don't know if Town Charter, get rid of that. I don't know which of these are important for quests or what I can give up. So I guess I'm just gonna put some in here just to free up some inventory space. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to do. I have some gold nuggets. I'm gonna sell those. So I'm gonna add those to my junk pile. Okay, I think this whistle I'm gonna go ahead and store that. That was for a quest. I don't think I'll ever need it again, but just in case. Because once you sell something, sometimes the things you sell disappear. Like if they get some new items in. So if there's something you need, you best hang on to it. Okay, well, it's not gonna let me. Okay, the other thing I would need to do, let me see what kind of potions I can craft. I figured out so I've been doing minor healing potions, but I experimented and I found the recipe for a greater healing potion. So I'm going to make a couple of those. Okay, so now another cool thing about the house is I have a sagecrafting altar, which is right here. This lets me create gems. So right now I have a couple of things that have gem slots. Let's see. So what I'm going to do, and if you notice there are two types of slots here. There are the oblong, or what do you call that? The armor sockets, and then the square utility sockets. So I'm going to need 2 and 3. So now I'm going to craft a gem. There were 2 armor sockets. So I know just from messing around that if I want... that if I want fire resistance. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted protection. 2 protections. 2 protections give you plus 10% armor. Now, if I would increase my sagecrafting skill, I could create better, because these are all cloudy gems. I can combine them to make lambent and then pristine and epic shards, which obviously would give you more. Instead of 10%, it maybe give you plus 40% armor. But I just haven't sunk any skill points into sagecrafting yet. So, okay, so that's one option, and plus 10%. I also like if you combine poison and physical. Oh, that's better. I'm going to go ahead and do that. 1. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do poison and physical. Create another one. Okay, now let's go to the utility. That was armor. Let's go to utility now. There are all kinds of resistances and buffs you can create using these gem combinations. The ones I like for utility are either a boost to your health, base health, or health regen. So I really like health regen. So what I'm going to do is, I think it was protection. And then another protection. Yeah, see, that's a plus 14% to health. I really like that. Let's see, but I know... I thought it was 2 physicals gave you health regeneration. Let me see, maybe it's... There we go, plus 1 health regen. I think in this case I'm going to stick with the 2 protections to get the extra life. Yeah, let's create that. And, you know, I'll just do 1 more. That's enough for now. Okay. Now, to add those gems, you can just go to socket gems. I've got... Why is that showing up now? Okay, so on my shield, I will put one of those. And then, as you saw, it filled in. Okay, so the kite shield is fully maxed out with gems now. Let's go to look at the shield. Oh, utility is still open. Okay, I can put 1 more in. Craft. No, socket. Shield. That. Yes. Okay, so now that's done. And then on my chest piece, I'm going to go ahead and mount that. And that. Whatever. So I just want to show you how kind of gem working is done. Okay. Let me go on up here. Let's see. What... Okay, so I don't have much to get rid of. Okay, I think that's about it. I'm level 25 now. Okay, so that was it. I just wanted to show you, kind of get my character cleaned up, caught up here. It's so hard to pass those things without destroying them. I got a lot of quests going on. That's why I'm trying to wrap up some of these before I go to the whole... before I go to that desert area. So let's see where I need to turn this in. Right here. So I'm going to go to the closest. I was going to show you some of the Plains of Arethel landscape anyway. See? Okay, so I need to go... Okay, where am I going first? I need to go down here. Okay, so going this way. So you can see it's quite different from the Dalentarth region, which was mostly forests. Got some cool keeps you can visit, castles. But this has a lot of rocks, big boulders, and you can see the landscape. But then again, it is called the Plains of Arethel, so there are a lot of just fields, and they're all green and everything. I love this area. I'm going to turn this in, and then I'll take you to another cool part of the fields. The plains of Erythel. Turn this in. Hello.
Goes the work. The monsters are
I was
dropping
going
like
to
flies.
turn in
at
my
the
vials. There you
Would you
go.
like to continue helping me?
I will continue to help.
Refreshed your vibe,
Okay.
remember? They
Basically,
will
he wanted
change
some
colour
blood
after
from all
you've
those
slain
different
10 kobolds,
creatures.
5 Kruks, 3 Etten, and 3 of the
Oh, so
Jotun.
now he's wanting
Good
blood.
hunting. Well,
Looks like from kobolds, Krudoks, Ettins, Jotuns. That sounds like stuff that was in the Dalentarth area. But if you go up here, just some cool landscapes. See, and the ocean is up this way. So we're right on the coast. Let me take care of these things. Look at that sword in action. Feels pretty good. There you can see the coastline here. And that is looking out that way. Then if you get into like this area, let me see this area. Yeah, it's a little greener. I gotta fight these. I found arrows right here. These guys. Okay, so now I will just try to wrap up some more of these quests. Oh, there. Once I get a little cleaner, my quest log, then I'm gonna head on out to the desert region, and then eventually across the pond here to Clericon, and finally Alabastra. Lots to explore. Okay, that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. Bye.